use as an example for this annoying.
It's magic missile. It's basic.
It's a spell that everybody knows what it is, even if they don't know like anything about D&D.
Attack the darkness.
Darkness.
Okay, so last time you guys just discovered, or you stopped a barbarian orc assault on the city, and one of them had the brand of a evil warlord named Orochi on him, and you heard that he wanted him to go to the lost city of Garash, which, as Calamity explained to you, is a city that's sunk into the sea.
Under the sea.
I remember this happened last time, and we just kind of ended there.
Either you be a crap or you no sing.
Actress gets paid not to sing.
Okay, so to pick things up from where we left off, let's see. It's one of those awkward things when you go so long without playing the session.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
I was gonna say that Calamity says, well, before we leave, we should still stop by the town hall because they'll want to give us all some kind of reward for helping defend the city gates.
Rewards sound good.
That sounds wonderful, actually.
Rewards sound nice. Are they shiny?
What do we get rewarded?
I'm always a fan of getting rewards.
Free stuff. I like free stuff. Where's the? Oh,
Shiny things. I want to put them in my nest.
is this the image I was looking for?
You don't know he doesn't have a nest.
Oh, you should. Oh gosh, I can't get that accent down. You should get your stuff out of the crow's nest before they sail off without it.
Well, I think we're still stuck in the boat. At least that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, Calamity looks at you and goes, "Yes, I'm the only one that knows where to go. So unfortunately, I have to give you a ride." You think you hear her grinding her teeth as she's walking away.
Oh, thank you, miss.
Lizard, do you mind not pissing off the captain, you freaking lizard?
I know, piss off. Just calling fact.
As you say this, you see Beatrice walk behind Clement and go, "Oh, wait up. This is quite lovely weather we have."
Who's Beatrice walking behind?
Calamity.
Now he might be pissing her off.
She kind of looks at him and she looks at Beatrice and goes, "You're lucky you have a pretty face."
You remind her of your dad. It starts walking.
She kind of laughs and goes, "Oh no."
Thank God I know how to swim.
You don't want to know what hand gesture that comes to mind when mentioning learn to swim, but okay.
So anyhow, you reach the city hall, and there's like a gathering here of, guardsmen and the other groups of mercenaries that were helping at the gate. That you didn't really interact with them, but you saw they were there. And a old orc walks out. I'm gonna have to make this a little bigger.
How old?
That old.
Ye old.
So late 60s.
Based on what you can hear people saying, you quickly realize that this is the town mayor. He goes around, giving bags of gold to the other groups before coming up to yours. He gives everybody in the group gets 20 gold.
Whoa.
Mm,
So add that to your sheets.
yay.
And he goes, now, have I heard right? Are you people planning on going to the city of Garrosh? You kind of hear some of the other mercenaries nearby gasp and start whispering among themselves.
Yes, that's quite right, sir.
Oh, very dangerous. I would hate to see people that helped our city go to such a dangerous place unprepared.
In that case, I prefer we don't go.
He looks at Akashi and signals for one of the guards to bring something over. He goes, "You look like a very skilled warrior. And I see you have a katana."
Yes.
The guards walk up and hand him something, and he hands it towards you, and he goes, "You might find this one more useful." So,
Kashi examines it. What is this that he's handed me?
you take it out, and it's got the blade has like a dull gray color to it. He goes, "This katana was forged with god steel.
Ooh.
It was wielded by a samurai that used to protect our village, but he fell in battle a few months back. Seems fitting that you should use it after helping protect our village."
Thank you very much. I will put it to great use.
Oh, I gotta add this to your sheet.
Oh, do we get
You know the
sold
warrior's
too?
name.
It was Bargus. It's gonna take me a second to add this to your sheet and adjust the item to where it's actually supposed to be.
I will wield it well, and I will show Bargus the honor he is owed.
While this is going on, I'm kind of like holding the gold bag with my hands, feeling the weight of it, taking the coin out and like kind of biting into it, kind of bend it and see if it's real or not, and just put it back in.
The kobold can tell just by holding them that they're real, but he just 1, 2, 3. By the time you're accepting the blade, 10, 11, 12.
So, he says, and that katana you have yourself. I don't know for sure where you got it, but the katana is a rare blade. Perhaps hold on to it until you find someone you believe worthy of wielding it.
Whoa.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna hold up the kobold.
What about the kobold?
I'd say not to, but I was going when you said until you find someone worthy of it, I was gonna hold up the kobold, just raise him slowly.
Is it a dex weapon? Because I don't think so.
No, it's not. It's a
Yep,
strength
nope.
weapon.
No, okay.
There are samurai weapons. There is a samurai sword type that's a dex weapon, but the katana is not one of them.
In most games, they would be dex weapons, but not D&D, I guess.
Yeah,
Not in my
if you
campaigns,
just have me a dex weapon, it'll just be kind of like you just see him holding it and looking kind of clunky and swerving back and forth. It's a little unwieldy for me.
I'm just throwing back gold in one hand and petting my pet rat with the other.
Mm-hmm.
I think Datris is just holding his hat in his hand, just trying to be civil.
I'm assuming you're doing the same, Aaron.
Yeah, we're collecting the gold, right? So I'm just kind of putting it into a pouch, a small pouch, just kind of, carefully.
Just kind of
'Cause it's
slipping the
precious
stuff
to me.
away.
Yeah, it's precious for me, so I'm pretty trustworthy, so I don't bite into it or anything like that. So
Hey, just try to make sure I'm not getting cheated.
mm-hmm.
Oh, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, no one wants to cheat my character. He'll come back with many worthy smitings.
He basically gave you what's like a week's pay for the soldiers
Which is fine enough.
for doing, a single battle. Says, well then, good luck to you all.
Oh, how long is this taking?
Huh?
In the castle.
How long is this going to take to get from one end to the other? Like minutes, an hour, or
From what?
how long
Get-
is this whole situation taking? Just
Like, this is just a couple minutes, dude.
Yeah, it's maybe 15 minutes.
How long was the trip from one side to the other? On the
Oh, to get from one point to the other in the city, probably 10 minutes. It's not like a huge town, and you guys kind of ran to the gate the first time. All right, so you guys end up leaving the town hall after that's done with, and start heading towards Calamity's ship. And when you get there, you realize Tom got here ahead of you, and he now is dressed like a pirate and has a bandana on his head.
Oh god, I didn't think I was gonna see more stupid today, but I was proven wrong.
Who got here ahead of us?
Tom.
Tom.
Oh.
Tomato.
The other
She's
liz-
upset, kobold.
the other kobold.
Hang on, guys. I'm gonna close the door to my bedroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
Army hearty!
Yeah, he just looks at the party and goes, "I'm a pirate now."
So what's your nickname? Fish bait?
Oh, be
that,
nice.
That outfit looks kind of cheesy.
Randy's superhero tabletop game is bleeding into ours.
Oh, I didn't hear it, but okay.
I am being nice. Could have called him shark bait.
Hoo ha ha.
God damn it! Why did I walked into that one.
Okay, so
Anyway,
you guys get on the boat. Get back on the boat after only being here for like half a day.
huzzah!
It could be worse. His name could be Marius, and he could be a completely useless character.
And it's gonna take about a full day to get to where you're going. So everybody gets a long rest just from.
Okey-doke.
That's,
During this long rest, can I cast a ritual?
What kind of ritual?
Find familiar.
Sure, you want to do that while you're out at sea?
Well, it takes an hour, and I wanted to do that when we have it out by the time we enter the city.
Well, if you do that, you'll probably find like a fish or something, right?
Or a seagull?
Well, find familiar doesn't.
I know the
find
seagull
it,
griffins.
It doesn't make you find a familiar. It summons a familiar.
Yeah, I think it does.
Does it summon
Yeah.
the creature
Yeah.
to you?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember because I used it in a different game to summon a chicken.
Did you eat the chicken after getting it as a familiar?
Well, no, it was to replace the chicken I had eaten. So.
Well, that's going to be interesting because as soon as someone tries to put a fork to that chicken, poof, gone.
Yep, pretty much. But I'll be gone by then.
Nicky, I keep telling you, stop eating your familiars.
Martha, what have we been feeding the chickens?
So I am going to summon my familiar, the snowy owl, named Aurora.
Hold on.
Oh wait, the snow elf has a snowy owl?
I don't think it specifies that you get to pick your familiar.
No, I got to.
Yeah, you get to choose. I'm looking at it right now. Animal form you choose. Bat, cat, crab, frog, hawk, lizard, octopus, owl, poisonous snake, fish.
So it's just
rat.
basically an owl's normal stats, but he has a particular type of look for the owl.
Yeah, a particular look to the owl.
Okay. It's kind of weird to have a snow owl in the desert.
But it's a snow elf. Right?
He's half snow elf, yeah. The owl might be a little less comfortable than you, though, because it's a full snow owl.
But I'm feeding it like grapes and stuff.
Okay.
No, you know what? I can look for some rats. But yeah, I'm feeding the owl.
You might want to be careful about that because two people on the party actually have rodents as pets.
Oh yes, my mouse. I keep forgetting I
Yeah.
have a mouse.
Say another bad word about my rat, and you lose your tongue permanently.
I'm gonna call my mouse Jennifer.
So a mouse named Jennifer and a rat named Boohoo.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have nothing against rodents, although I hear they're delicious.
No
You
one's
want
laying
you
a hand on
you want you want to lose your teeth?
Tom says the best thing about rodents is they lead you to cheese.
Ah.
Well, you know what? At least he's not threatening to eat my rat, so I'll let him slide on that one.
I would never eat a fellow cheese lover.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, then you and Jennifer get along just right.
I pet my female snow owl familiar under the cheek, rustling the feathers, or the beak, under the beak, like just kind of on the neck. Wait, do owls have necks?
Yes.
Yeah. And
You
they
just
still-
don't really
they-
you just don't really see them because of the way their feathers are so poofy around that area.
and they swivel around on those necks full 360.
Not
Really
really.
long legs
It
too.
can go like 180 in every direction, but it can't keep going around like a lighthouse.
Tell that to the owl. Boo! Boo! Just keeps going around in a circle.
Yeah, and I bring out my familiar, and I don't know who I share with. Not Shogoff. I would show off to the kobold.
What are you doing?
Showing off my owl to the kobold.
Which one?
Matt's character.
Thrak?
Thrak.
Just call him Thrak.
Thrak.
So he's showing off the owl?
Yeah.
Oh. Kind of looks it over a little bit. Don't see many of those around home.
I wonder what it tastes like.
He's had owl
Yeah.
before.
He puts
Probably.
the owl on his shoulder and covers its ears. And he just has his jaw dropped.
What?
So
Because he said, well, I wonder what it tastes like. So he's just putting the owl on his shoulders, covering its ears, like so wouldn't hear that.
I think that was an out of character comment.
How is that?
Oh, sorry.
So Quick question: is anyone gonna ask Calamity about Garash before you get there?
I think
Oh yeah,
Beatrice probably will.
under the sea. So how are we supposed to breathe if this garage place is under the sea?
Well, you
Alright.
see, you take a really deep breath, and then you hop in the water.
Shogav goes first.
He goes, I like the enthusiasm, but no, I have a friend who's gonna help you with that. He goes, oddly enough, it's the city sank into the ocean over 100 years ago. But there's still people down there. I think there's a bit of a civil war going on down there, so yeah, I'm not going in with you.
Another war? Oh, I don't know if we're ready for this.
Oh, goody. A bunch of weirdos from the surface just came in under the water. We're totally not gonna be a problem.
Well, I am good at a game of conkers.
And she goes, when I say civil war, a lot of them are nuts. Probably from not getting enough sunlight.
Also, probably
it's
from not
hard to
having a
get-
good diet.
It is hard to get oranges down under the sea.
Yes.
And as you're having this conversation, all of a sudden you just feel a big jolt. There's something splashes into the water nearby. Everybody turns and you see an enemy pirate ship sailing towards you.
Is this what they call a raid?
Calamity goes, "You got to be kidding me! Do they not see my flag? Do they not know who I am?"
They might. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're
Look
not
up to see
fans.
if she has her flag up.
Yeah.
I look at Calamity as like, maybe they're not a fan.
But I'm not a fan of them. Or
She,
drowning in water.
She starts yelling at her crew to return fire. And she kind of looks at you guys and goes, "You don't need to do anything. Save your strength. This won't take long."
Oh,
Eh.
sure.
After a few moments of back and forth, the enemy ship is slowly sinking into the water. And Calamity pulls out a horn and goes, "And this is why you don't mess with me." And she blows into the horn, and you hear this strange, ear-piercing, high-pitched noise emit from it. And at first you're confused as to what just happened, and then you notice a bunch of shark fins around the enemy ship that's sinking.
Oh dear.
Immediately steps to the middle of the crow's nest.
That
Right
horn, that very obvious that the horn she just blew summoned like a bunch of sharks to the area.
Well, was that really necessary?
I'm oddly attracted.
What? How are we supposed to swim through the sharks to get to the garage?
We're not there yet. Yeah, so she doesn't like people messing with her. So about an hour later, the ship comes to a stop. And she goes, "Well, we're here. Give me a moment. I have to take care of something." She goes into her cabin for a few minutes, then comes back out and goes, "My friend should be here any second." And after a short wait, one of the crew members throws a rope ladder down the side of the ship, and a scantily clad, beautiful blue-skinned elf woman, dripping wet, climbs up onto the deck.
Well, you don't see that every day come out of the water.
Well, how she breathes?
And I had to edit this image slightly because it's from a comic, and I didn't want word bubbles on the picture.
Yeah.
Dasher's jaw just drops.
Cobalt kind of tilts his head for a moment. Different.
She goes, Calamity motions towards the party, and the sea elf introduces herself as Shala and says, "So you're the ones that want to go down to Garash."
Yeah.
Oh, well, she's a beaut, all right.
I'll say.
She walks up to Akashi and kind of looks up at him and goes, "You're a big one."
And you're a small one.
He goes, "I'm gonna need you to lean your head forward."
He leans down for her.
She says some words in Elvish that you don't understand, and then she kisses you on the forehead, and you feel like an odd sensation, like there's a bubble of pressure in your throat. Doesn't hurt, and it's not giving you any issues that you notice. It just feels kind of weird. She goes, "For the next hour, any water you inhale will immediately turn to oxygen."
Oh, that's helpful. Will be very useful now.
She goes down the line, casting the spell on each person, going to Thrak, then Thordor, then Gash, then Shogoth, and finally getting to Datris.
Dasher tries to prove himself up all proper and just stands there.
She pauses and looks at Datris for a second, tilts her head sideways, chants the words, and then kisses Datris on the lips.
Dasher's faints.
Okay, seeing an elf faint is definitely you don't see very often.
Thrak is suddenly over there a few moments later with a fan trying to get Datris to wake up.
What do you do? Whack him with your tail. See if that works him up.
My tail is not a blunt object.
I disagree.
If you want something like that, closes the fan, smack. Do I wake him up?
Yeah, you wake him up. He's like, I just had the wonderfulest dream that the most beautiful woman kissed me.
You look up and she's still standing there.
He's like, I said that out loud. He bites his finger.
She goes, "Well, I guess I won't offer any more. You might not be able to survive it."
Till it lowers his head. Moves his foot side to side. Blushes.
He goes, "Okay, we gotta get going." She looks at Akashi and goes, "Can you pick him up and get us moving?"
He just nods and plucks him up and starts towards the edge of the boat.
As Akashi just takes him by the lifts him up, Thrak is like still trying to help lift him up by the foot. Just all three of us just start marching off with him on our hands and then toss him over.
All right, so she leaps into the water, and I'm assuming pretty much everyone else does. And she leads you down, way, way, way down. Just you're going straight down for a good 20 minutes. And eventually you see what looks like a mountain. And she stops for a second and looks at you. And she begins to talk, and you suddenly get the actual realization that, oh yeah, we could talk underwater now too.
Hmm.
She says, the city's in there. I gotta lead you to an entrance that'll get you to it, but it's got like it looks like a mountain, but that's really just a shell around the city.
Nods.
You swim down, and then you end up dipping down under a part of the mountain that sticks out a bit, and then you go up into another side entrance to get in. And then we're gonna switch over to the map.
I actually just decided how Thrak swims. He has his arms straight out like an airplane, and then he's just spinning his tail behind him. When he needs to turn, he just switches his arms slightly.
If you want to find the party, move to the upper right section of the map.
Oh, geez.
Yes, this is a big map.
Yeah.
How to move the camera? Pandu. Found it.
Whew.
Even fully zoomed out, that's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, you have to scroll over.
Yeah, quite a bit.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
just
cool,
scroll
huh?
over and then zoom back in again.
Yeah, because you're not going to want to stay fully zoomed out, otherwise you won't be able to tell what the fuck's going on.
Right. Okay, this is a full room.
So she leads you in here, and she says, I'm not going into that place. She looks at the party over and gives Thrak a tiny pearl. She says, if you need me, throw that into the water. It'll give me a signal to come help you.
Oh, right. Okay. And he tucks it into one of his sealable pouches and makes sure it's going to stay dry until it needs to be used.
She says, and I'm sure you probably heard there's crazy people in there. So not everyone is. The Sea Elves used to have a trade with this city until a couple years ago, but things have gotten kind of chaotic. So just stay safe. And she dives back into the water, leaving you to deal with this.
Calls out to her like, "Wait, well, I see you casually."
I'll come back to step on you later.
That and the whole thing with the player thing makes me think of how, like, when the campaigns at Arcadum runs, when the characters has a rabbit familiar that can talk and it can heal people by letting people step on it.
Just
So
look at Datris. You're not a wizard. You're a very naughty boy.
So as you
Start pulling him along by his ear.
as you're starting to take in your surroundings, you guys didn't really pay attention to this at first, but you started to notice that over in this section, I don't have it on the actual map, but there is what looks like a ghost ship sitting there. It's the only way to describe it. A really tattered old ship. And you'd assume that maybe it was something that sank into the ocean, but you actually see recent footprints near it.
Will slowly have Thrak with him, but he'll investigate the footsteps slowly and follow them. Because he's not going to go in there alone. If that's okay with Thrak.
You want to sneak in there and check out the footprints, is what you're saying?
Yeah, follow the footprints to see if there are any.
Sure. Thrak can try to help with that, although I don't know that you should be.
I'd probably be the better one to do that.
Yeah.
The footprints are actually leading away from the ship before they start to
Oh.
fade away as it gets further in.
Hard to tell if that's a good or bad thing.
Well, obviously something came off the ship. And it went off in this direction.
Does Datrice recognize the ship at all?
No.
All right.
And where are they? They're kind of like off of this way.
Yeah. And then they fade away as the ground starts to get harder the further in. Like they.
This looks like stone, where this looks like sand.
Yeah. And the ship is on the ground here.
I grab Nikki by the collar and pull him.
I just let myself be dragged along.
The human just goes limp and automatically gets dragged along like a sack of potatoes.
Okay.
But I got. Well, somebody's got to keep an eye on this kid.
Kid, how old is he?
Well, that and if anything else, if all things go down south, I'm gonna need a meat shield.
Oh yeah, I am about 30 or 40-ish.
Okay, slow down for a second,
Okay.
everybody. So as you're starting to move this way, you do see a set of double doors up ahead, and you can hear talking coming from the other side.
I go up to the door, and first I investigate it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna try to see if there's any traps, I'm guessing.
Traps and or like anything I can notice in particular about the door. And...
That would be the wise idea.
It's just you don't need to make a roll. Because the door's ajar, so you can tell that it's not even locked, so there's not likely to be a trap at all. But you hear on the other side of the door, you hear voices that sound like, I don't know why we can't get in. How are we supposed to catch up to the captain if this bloody door won't open?
Okay. I go back and I tell them, well, it sounds like there's some ghosty sounding people talking about how they can't get in through a door to follow their captain.
Should we?
Why do ghosts need a door open?
I said they sound like ghosts. They don't necessarily are. Doesn't mean they are ghosts.
I was about to say, what kind of ghost can't get through a wooden door?
That's good. What?
What
One
does
was
God need with a starship?
We got a ghost with really heavy mass. You asked a question.
Either way, are we going to go ahead and go in this room and see what happens, or are we just going to try to sneak in?
I'm one for having a peek and seeing what they're up to. Trying to be careful.
I think we've got plenty of sneaky people here.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
got-
There's
yeah.
a couple of us
But
that I'd be worried
yeah.
about, but
Yeah, I'm
most
gonna-
of
I'm
us
gonna
are pretty decent.
I'm going to say before Thordor attempts this, everybody should get into whatever position they want to be in if something goes wrong.
Yoink. Ready to
I'm
bounce
gonna
in.
be, I think,
Bro,
How about here?
Yeah,
maybe like here be good.
probably right here.
I'll probably be a little bit
Um,
up front, maybe. Oh no, I'll be
Yeah.
right here.
I assume Thordor's going to try and squeeze in through both doors to make them move as little as possible.
Yeah.
Right.
Like probably like try to open the door enough where I can slip through as silently as I can and sneak in.
Make a stealth check, Deadlock.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, that's definitely a success.
Yeah.
Natural 20. Oh, actually, not a natural, but still.
Alright.
You see a bunch of undead pirates just sitting around this table here discussing amongst themselves. And-
Arr.
To the south, there's not actually a door on the map, but there is a door down here blocking
There's
this path.
Okay. So there's an actual door there. And I also do I actually see the stain on the left, or is this just metagaming?
This?
Yes.
It's a statue. You
Just
can't really tell what it is from where you're standing, though.
Okay. I got. I could have sworn pan and select move were the same thing in the past, but okay.
They think they changed it because there were probably people that kept dragging the screen when they didn't mean to.
Right.
It makes sense.
Let's see. And about how tall are these things here?
They're about chest height for you, so about
Okay.
waist height for most everyone else.
All right. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to stealthily position myself and duck behind one of these things.
Without discussing to the party what you're doing.
Oh,
What?
okay then.
What?
Oh, there's undead people in there. Should I go ahead?
All right.
Hey.
You're in position. So,
Big disconcerting.
is anyone else going to try to do anything, or are the fighters just going to burst in at this point?
Anyone want to send in like a little help or something? Like one of our little friends.
Because I think it's safe to assume Akashi's probably not going to successfully stealth in.
Probably not.
No, he's gonna stay back here and kind of stop it. He's gonna stand between them and anyone who's not going in.
Thrak will sneak in because he can.
I think Datrus will attempt to sneak in.
What?
I think Datrus will attempt to sneak in if anyone
Okay.
else is going.
Well,
Oh, well.
well, Thrak just epic failed, so everybody roll for initiative.
I rolled a
That wasn't an epic
6.
fail, just regular fail.
That was the regular fail, yes, but Thrak tries to sneak in, and his armor bangs against the door. And just suddenly,
Oh my god. Okay,
Kind of
there's my
stops.
initiative.
His jaw just kind of slowly opens the jar, and he kind of looks back slowly into the room.
the pirate in the back just looks up and goes, "Living souls for the
Oh, fuck, no you don't.
Sea Forge."
Well, between me, I just look at Nick and going, I thought I taught you better.
What's
Did
it?
he?
And starts racing in.
Did he say Soul Forge? Are the guys we were supposed to avoid before?
Sea Forge, yeah. They mentioned the Sea Forge.
And my kobold says, not likely for Sylph, and starts racing in now that they noticed him.
Let me see here. I don't. Wait,
Where is it? Why am I missing it
I
again?
get +5 to my initiative too. So mine is 14, I think.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I get to add
Wait,
something
what?
to my initiative too.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I have alert.
you use a different stat for your initiative.
Right.
You're supposed to. You use your intelligence instead of Dex, right? I'll change that real quick because you can actually change that on the sheet.
Oh.
There. What did you roll though? Because I'll just add 2 to it.
9.
I'll just add 2 to it.
It was
It'll
an 8
keep the
plus
roll.
1, so it was 9. So I guess it'll be
It'll be 11.
11, yeah.
Everybody's rolled now, right?
I think so.
Yes.
Sunday. One of the skeletons is going first. That's a little louder than it needs to be. Which one is the one right at the door, too?
No.
Puff up my chest.
You gotta hit me first.
Quint squints his eyes shut, waiting for a hit.
He runs straight at Thrak and gets ready to swing. Let's see.
music again.
Oh, jeez, he actually is.
Singular strike.
The locking note recognized the music.
Mm-hmm.
Seven, damn. Damn. That's not we're off to a bad start.
Oh yeah, Matt started with less hit points. We didn't have any kind of a rest, did we?
No, we did.
No, I have full rest. I was fine.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
his current. He just got hit back down to the amount he was at before
Yeah.
you rested.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He was 11 out of 17 before. I know that. So.
Gaseous Nikki.
All right.
Go, Nikki.
Yay!
Don't die.
Yeah, I won't. I'll try not to. So I'll produce flame. I won't move, but I'll try throwing it at him.
I'm sure enough
At
you can
this
shoot over
person
me.
right here,
Mm-hmm.
right in front of our little guy. So let me see here. Bring up the character sheet again. Produce flame. One fire damage. Okay.
You missed, though.
That is not a very powerful spell.
You
I don't
missed. If you had aimed for one of the zombies, you would have hit. But you aimed for the
dang.
skeleton.
think. Oh, it was the skeleton.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, did anyone notice that the skeleton's name is Skeleton Crew?
Oh, the dread pirate. Oh my god.
Son, they don't
Okay,
give
that
up.
missed. Thrak, your turn. You got a skeleton right in front of you.
Are you going small?
And then scurry around behind him and start stabbing him.
I got a freaking spooky skeleton song in my head. God damn it.
And actually, before I stab him, I'm going to call out that I'm going to use a smite, which I believe gives me a plus 1d8 additional for undead, doesn't it?
Yes.
How?
If it adds a certain amount of damage extra if you land a hit, but if you miss, you wasted a spell slot to activate that ability. If that makes any sense.
Depends upon which smite I use, though, too.
But not really, because the ability Divine Smite uses your spell slots.
Wait. I'll check here. Because, yeah, we haven't rolled any dice yet. I'm trying to figure out how to use this for the first time. Divine Sense.
Actually, the way it
Okay.
words it says when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot to deal radiant damage to the
Yeah,
target.
so it doesn't actually count that spell slot until it actually
it-
hits.
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't have you don't have to call it ahead of time. You can call it when you hit.
Technically, yeah, I suppose that's true then. Alright. So, going to try and smack him. I do 1d8 for first level slot used.
Actually,
And I get
if you're doing-
additional 1d8
Yeah,
if the
it's
target is undead or a fiend.
Yeah.
So I get, and actually the 2d8 that the smite does is also on top of my weapon damage.
Exactly.
So I can do up to additional 3d8 if I hit this. Smack.
Hit. Yes.
Okay. So are you going to activate Divine Smite then?
Yes, I shall activate Divine Smite, which means I'll use I'll use one of my spell slots, and that will be an additional 3d8. So let me bring this up. Roll 3d8.
Wait. It says you do 2d8 with a first level spell slot.
And an additional
but
1d8 on top of that if it's undead or a fiend.
Oh.
Wait, how did it do a 20 on a...
Because you rolled 3d20 by accident.
What? I selected 8, you piece of junk. There.
Okay. Well, either way, you it explodes because you did way more damage than you needed to.
Hit, whap.
Yeah, you just stab him with your freaking rapier and just bone chunks fly everywhere.
You ever berserker punched an undead soldier in Doom?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I just smack it and it explodes. I immediately turn back around to the other undead. Who's next?
I'm just picturing a
Roll for
cobalt going.
intimidation.
I'm just,
Roll for intimidation.
I'm just picturing a cobalt going, Rapier of the North Star! And it just explodes and explodes. Okay, no one gets a reference but me, okay.
Honestly, if you had like bluff or something, that may be a thing.
Yeah, seriously, he just turns around and shouts, "Who's next?" Do I get the bluff against them being scared as shit of me now?
Because they're undead and they don't care.
They just literally watched one of their own literally explode.
Well, I mean, that's the point where you're thinking about the level of intelligence of an undead. They were talking earlier, but
Really? Holy shit! What the fuck?
Why does everything hate my face?
Luckily that wasn't a natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That was the second 20 that you rolled too. Like total, like combined total.
Maybe this is
Seven. Oh my god.
And the most damage it can do, too.
Jesus Christ.
This is why I was really questioning why Akashi stayed so far back. Well, this guy at least cannot reach you.
Right.
That doesn't make anything better, any way better.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Door.
Okay.
Your body's not in very good shape.
1, 2.
You can sneak. Yeah, you can sneak attack the guy that's right next to me.
Yeah. And then
You get advantage to attack because he didn't know you were there.
right. Where do I do the advantage thing again?
You can
There's
click
a-
on the advantage on the top of your character sheet.
Okay.
Just make sure to click back on normal afterwards so
Right.
you don't leave it on.
Mm-hmm.
And rapier. And do I? And then I.
Yes,
pick-
that yes, you had sneak attacks because you did hit. 'Cause they have those ones have low armor. So 9 damage total. He's busy. I hit the wrong fucking thing. He's busy looking at Thrak, and you just run up and stab him in the shoulder, and he's like, "Ugh! What?"
No.
Akashi.
It's not really too many in range. Got how much?
You can at least put yourself here to make yourself a potential target for.
Yeah, for this guy, between
Oh, okay, yeah.
Strak, yeah. The Strak is like has about to die health.
Yeah, he's down to 3. He's not gonna die. He's gonna get knocked out if they hit him again.
Right.
His job is to be a tank, so he's staying as a tank.
I'm supposed to be a tank too.
They just got ridiculously good rolls on you in
Yeah.
succession. Are you reckless attacking?
Yes.
Okay. Are you two-handing it or one-handed?
Two-handed.
Okay. Just make sure to click advantage before you roll. At the top of the sheet.
I got it. On versatile.
Yes. Oh. So he was just looking at Thorador because he just got stabbed, and he turns back and goes, "Oh no!" He gets slapped across the chest and just crumples onto the ground. Datris.
Triss gonna move up behind Akashi and cast a magic missile. One for each guy, starting this way, and then finally this guy for the last one.
You know what I should have done? I should have made a freaking magic missile macro for you.
2 for the first guy.
Which is the one on the bottom
1 on top.
of the
Center
skeleton.
He said
Yeah.
this one. Oh,
Okay.
he said this one first.
4
Then
this
for,
one.
4 for this one. And for the big guy, 2.
Issue.
What was that you kept cutting out?
I was cutting out. Sorry. He says, "Foolish human wizard."
Oh,
I'm half human, thank you.
Don't care.
you sound
Oh, God.
lozenge.
As a bonus action, Dash just goes, I'm gonna do the rudest thing I can think of and just give him the finger.
Let's see. How far am I? What's my spells are 60 feet? Do I remember? No, 120.
You can still walk up to about here.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well move up anyhow because you're still not going to be moving where they're going to go straight for you. Even if you do
Right.
move up to the door.
Yeah. Aim the big guy with firebolt.
Okay.
Did anybody get the number of the cart that ran me over?
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hit him. He just gets blasted in the chest with a bolt of fire. He goes, "Ah! Damn you, human sorcerer!"
Are you blind? I have horns.
Damn you, horned human sorcerer!
Beatley the kobold turns around, points at her, and goes,
Shut up, scaled human paladin!
Okay,
You know what? You know what, pal? You get it in stereo.
both middle fingers.
You know, I think
I
you need to get your eyes checked on
That's
this.
what I'm flipping both Thrak and the Zod.
Look at all the fishes.
Okay, kiss my
Don't give me
my
the finger.
Sidian ass. Jerkwads.
This skeleton is gonna move up and take a shot at Thordor.
Hit him with a 20.
Thordor
Other kind of
dodges with skill.
Up yours!
He did bump one of the locks you had hanging off your armor, but he didn't do any damage. Dash, Shishnicki.
Alright, I'm going to run up and right next to Matt, I think, so that should be about 30 feet at my limit.
Yep,
Okay.
gonna cure wounds him.
Cure wounds. I will lay on hands. Oh
You
wait,
don't have
no,
lay
lay
on
on
hands.
hands? Do I,
That's
what do I-
a fun thing. You gotta cast cure wounds.
I got, oh yeah, cure wounds. So.
Make sure to
I,
see-
I was thinking if
One
healing
hand.
word was
Right.
my ranged heal.
Make sure
Alright.
make sure to tick off one of your spell slots.
Yep. There we go.
Oh, okay,
I'll
so yeah, I'm 7 back.
Correct.
I'm,
Description it says at higher levels.
who saw the cart that ran me over?
And kind of looks around for a moment.
Oh, is it there, little fella?
Kind of
Needs to
looks
be
around
out
for a
the
moment. Let me decide. I can probably get to either of them. Yeah. Although I
See,
can't get on the
there
opposite
you
side
go.
of this guy, so I can't give advantage.
Well, no, Matt. No matter what, you get advantage against.
Oh, that's right, because of
skeleton,
my
because-
pack tactics.
Yeah.
Scutter. And instead of smite this time, he's just going regular stab. Because as effective as that was, it's just like, oh gosh, being the sudden target of everyone's hate hurts.
It was more because you were the only person that was visible to them at the moment, because everyone else was behind the door and Thorador was hiding behind the brazier.
Yeah.
7 damage.
Yeah, a huge.
You mean the
chunk.
brazier?
Yeah. It's spelled very similarly.
A huge, you just like you stab at him and like a couple of his ribs just snap off from the impact, but he doesn't quite go down.
You stabbed him in the brazier.
Oh wait, actually, what does the path tactics do?
It gives you advantage, which you don't need because you hit anyhow.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it helps my hit though.
Yeah,
it helps my damage
doesn't
though.
help
but
your
no.
damage. It just gives you advantage on the attack roll.
Mhm.
Okay, this pirate is he sees there's a bunch of other people that have just entered the fray, and he's got his eye on the person that just did some healing. Oh dear. No magic.
Yeah, the turn order still shows it as Thrax's turn.
Yeah, I forgot to hit the next thing. Well, he failed at hitting Gash.
Why does the dice hate me?
Yay, my meat shield lives.
Live!
Thorador.
Okay, I attack the skeleton right in front of me.
Right.
And the advantage is off. Rapier.
You hit anyhow, and you don't even need to do sneak attack. He's dead.
Okay.
Lovely.
Yeah, you get him right in his knee, where his leg shoots backwards, and he falls forward, smashing his skull open on the floor. Akashi, you got a undead pirate captain right in front of you, trying to attack your druid friend.
Oh no, you don't.
Gonna reckless attack again.
Yeah, reckless attack again. Advantage.
That's a. Yeah, so he just took a swipe at Gash, missed, and then just turns to look at you as you're about to attack him, and you just cleave his head straight off.
Nani?
Ah!
Well, that's actually appropriate because he is already dead.
Yes.
No! Dangerous. There's only one left.
Yeah. Let me check the range on this, and let's see. Yeah, I can hit him. I'm gonna cast my cantrip Sapping Sting on him.
Okay.
And there we go.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
I'm just gonna roll a straight up 20 because I don't think they have any bonus.
I'd be surprised if they did.
Takes
Fail.
4 damage, and he's now fall prone.
Oh, that means that everyone that can walk up to him gets a bonus shot.
Yeah,
Or,
you get
advantage shot,
you have advantage to range or melee attacks on him. You have disadvantage if you try to make a ranged attack on him. Because he's flat on
actually
the
going to get
ground.
up in like literally 2 more character movements. So
Yeah, but he has to use half of his movement to get up. And he doesn't have much movement to begin with. So if he wanted to run away, he's not going to do very good
he's
at it.
going to get about 10 feet and have to stop.
Yeah, because he only has 20 movement because he's a zombie. His stats are based on a zombie, but I didn't just make him straight up work like a regular zombie. Shogoth.
Firebolt him.
I'm gonna say there's no point in expending spell slots at this point because the fight has turned tables very quickly.
Yeah,
They got
pretty
some
much.
good shots in on Thrak, and then they just fell apart.
Wow.
Well, you hit
Yeah, you hit.
for 1 damage. You burnt his bandana off. No, night
Uh,
accessorization.
Shoot, Ripper!
Now everybody can see my bald undead head.
Oh, I don't look cool in my own eyes.
Now everyone can see I have lice! You see just little slugs moving across
okay,
the head.
okay, the undead
Little
is just
maggots.
becoming okay, the undead is becoming embarrassing.
He gets up, goes. I could run, but I might as well get out of here the easy way. And he runs up to attack Thorador.
Okay.
Okay, that's actually a hit. God damn it.
Could you not kill Ozzie?
3 damage. It's the guy that actually has a lot of health and only does 3 damage.
Freaking frick!
Gosh, you snickered. Jump.
Alright, so I
Crashy.
think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my spear at him.
Alright,
Alright, let's see here. Boink.
that's a hit. 5 damage. Yeah, your spear just plunges straight through his chest and just kind of sticks there as he's still standing and goes, I didn't aim for the head, damn it! Thrak.
Thrak is just going to very quickly climb up his leg, up to his shoulders, and slice. He's busy with trying to pull a pole arm back out of himself. This should be easy.
Yep, you climb up him and just stab him in the head, and he goes down.
There! I stab you in the head. Also, yee!
And then this music plays.
You know what? Maybe I should. You know what? Maybe I should have threw the firebolt at the lizard.
Boom, boom.
You can
So-
get it in stereo too! Look at that!
So their bodies are just laying on the ground for a moment, and then all of a sudden, all of them turn to ash,
Yeah!
and a gust of wind just seems to blow through, and their ashes just scatter out the door.
Covers his nose. He doesn't want ash up his nose.
Whoops. Still had that on. Datcher is gonna walk up to Thrak and go,
There's a bunch of rusty weapons on the ground, but except for their captain, you notice had a very fancy, ornate-looking rapier.
Oh!
Beatrice is gonna go to Thrak and see if he's alright.
I'm doing better. Actually, as a matter of fact,
He will focus for a moment on his holy symbol and then point a finger, basically just boop himself on the nose with a finger.
You're gonna use part of your lay hands to heal yourself.
Yeah. I'll actually use my lay hands. Yeah, I have...
'Cause you got
Yeah,
10
I
points
don't
to
need
work
to
with,
max
don't
it, so I'm just going to use 5. And leave
Okay.
another 5 for later.
I go over and examine the rapier.
You look at it, and you see immediately looking at it, you can tell that this weapon was made by a combination of both dwarf and snow elf craftsmanship. Both because of the design, because mainly dwarves use mithril, and that's what this is made out of. But usually this kind of weapon, not many dwarves use it. So you could tell that the snow elves probably crafted it while they were at your original home city.
Detrius is going to look at the beautiful weapon in what's his name? Theodore.
You need to talk a little louder, Zareth.
You need to get closer to your microphone and stop pulling away.
Right. Theodore, yeah. Detrius is going to get close to Theodore's new weapon and look at it and go, that's a beautiful weapon. Are you going to give it a name?
Oh, I mean, it looks pretty neat, but I don't know if anybody wants it other than me. I know Threk uses a rapier as well.
Well, I just got my scimitar.
Good boy.
Yeah, so out of character, the main thing is whether Thordor or Thrax's going to claim it.
Right.
I mean, Thrak can definitely use it, but if you feel like you need something extra too, that'd probably be not a bad choice for you.
The one thing I'd like to point out, though, is Thrak only has his melee weapon, whereas Thordor has a bow as well.
Right. Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and just hand it over to Thrak.
And kind of looks over for a moment. Oh.
Probably going to get a little more use out of it than me, because you don't got much other than yours.
He unsheaths it and has a closer look at it, and he is learned enough, unlike some kobolds like himself. He's like, oh, Mithril? Oh.
Are you going to name it?
Does it already have a name? Kind of looking around at some of the bits of it, and then also at the sheath to see if there's anything special else about it.
No, it's just the Mithril. I forget what languages does Thrak know, because there is writing on it.
Thrak knows. Open up my character sheet.
Detrius would be able to read it.
Common, Draconic, and Celestial.
Yes,
Detrius would be probably able to read it, though, if he lets him look at it. Because he can speak
That's probably
Dwarvish and
going to
Elvish.
be snow elf writing or elf writing.
Yeah.
it's elf writing.
Yeah, Detrius would be able to read it then.
Oh, does he mention that then?
Does Datrus mention that he could read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would be able to mention it.
Oh, and kind of puts it up for you to read then. Also handing it to you if you need to
What does
look
it-
at closer.
Admires the balance and so forth. He reads the writing on the blade.
It just says, "Born in the mountains of snow, let this blade guide our way."
He refers information to Zach. May you serve you well.
Okay, so no name yet. You'll earn one.
And slowly sheaths it again and starts to replace his normal rapier then.
Okay. That out of the way. I'll go over here and examine the door, see what I can figure out about it.
I'm gonna go over and examine the statue.
All right, I'm gonna do the statue part first. So you go to examine this statue, and it is the statue of a oddly dressed gnome gentleman.
Business gnome.
And the inscription underneath the statue says, "Our Savior, Sir Frederick Gnomestein." Sorry, Gnomestein. I pronounced it wrong.
It's no much stay.
I'll walk over there.
But
I'm sorry. Did I hear you right, Seraph? Because you're way too quiet, and I heard you say something along the lines of gnomes die.
It's a joke referencing Young Frankenstein. You know how he keeps going Frankenstein.
Oh.
Nomenstein.
Yeah.
Frederick Gnomstein. So, and just as Thordor walks up to the door, you hear the clicking sound of the door unlocking, and you hear a female voice say, "Undead presence no longer detected. Lock disengaging."
Did he hear that, or did all of us hear that?
You all heard the voice.
All heard it.
Ah.
Immediately, Cobalt Head raises over the table. Huh?
Beatrice puts his finger on his chin and scratches it and goes, curious.
What does Datris do?
He scratches his chin and goes, curious. He basically, he's curious about what just happened.
Okay, so and there's like a there's a sphere over top of the door that starts emitting light down, and a ghostly looking figure of a blonde woman wearing a black dress suddenly appears and says, "Greetings, traveler. I am your greeter, Ina. Welcome to the wonderful city of Garash."
Oh, thanks for the welcome.
Says,
Oh, did that lady just talk?
I mean, lots of ladies talk.
he says,
What's so strange about that?
Unfortunately,
Usually I can see them.
she says, unfortunately, if you are not residents of the city and do not have a key to the city, as she motions to like a keyhole that's over to the side of the door, you will have to survive the maze in order to prove that you are worthy of our presence.
I already don't like the sound of this.
I examined this keyhole and see if it's something that I could potentially pick.
You like it's to the side of the door, like it's not actually on the door. It's like over here. But you examine it for a second. You take out like one of your lock picks and put it in the keyhole and move it around, and you realize there are literally no tumblers inside this thing. So it has to be something that reacts to a magical object.
Beatrice is going to go back to the statue and see if there's any
See if there's what?
Any key on this statue or anything like that.
Oh, no, there isn't.
No.
In fact, the ghostly apparition seems to notice that what you were doing and going, silly half elf. We wouldn't put a key just sitting out here.
I look underneath the table to see if I can find a key on the bottom of it or underneath it.
The spectral image of the woman kind of like face palms before vanishing.
Hey, I had to check.
Oh, where'd she go?
I think she's done dealing with us.
Oh, what's so pleasant though?
Actually, if I'm getting the image of this room right, are there like curtains draped all over this place?
Yeah.
Starts poking around underneath the curtains to see if he sees anything hidden back there, under all three of them.
No, they just seem to be decoration. Like everybody give me a, what would it be? What kind of check would this be?
Investigation or perception?
Everybody give me an insight check.
Okay. Trying to remember.
Without advantage turned on.
It's under. It's underneath acrobatics.
There we go.
Well, Kashi got top by literally second, and Matt third.
Okay, well,
Making you disappoint me.
I'm sorry.
I'd say both Thrak and
need glasses.
Shogoth. Both Thrak and Shogoth, after looking around for a bit, kind of come to the realization that this is probably a room that just looks nice and has a table for people that are waiting here for somebody in the city to accept them and just let them in. But after what you've heard's been going on recently, probably hasn't been many people actually doing that lately.
I also examine this area here by the keyhole, see if I can notice any hidden doors or something that looks like could be something that would be open if you use that keyhole.
Nope.
Oh, I guess we might as well check behind this door.
Well, mates, I believe we have to check the maze.
And starts walking up to go to the doors.
I kind of sit off to the side a little bit.
An advance warning, yes, this is an actual maze.
Right.
Oh my god.
And a good roll for mazes is always hug the left wall.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on where you're trying to get to.
That's only for a perfect maze, though. If there's any loops or anything, it's not guaranteed.
Okay, give me a sec to uncover some of this because you guys are all moving up.
Moving on up.
Into the maze.
Okay.
To a Minotaur's apartment in the maze.
Okay, this is a dead end.
Okay, so real quick though, is in this dead end you actually there was a trap here, but there's a dead body laying on it that already set it off. Some spikes impaled somebody, and their equipment's all kind of fucked up. But if you do find about 10 gold on the body.
And that added to my pockets.
You guys might want to actually discuss what you're doing because you don't want to split up.
For right
Oh.
now, I'm peeking down this direction to see if I see anything else.
And the doors around here, kind of. I think the door entrance is
There's
around.
more hallway.
There's more hallway down here.
Yeah, I tell everybody better watch for traps because I found a dead body impaled on one.
Oh, anything on him?
Just 10 gold. Everything
Ollie,
else is rusty.
The
and
door
worthless.
entrance was to the west of the maze entrance.
Hmm?
The door into the
It
city?
was to the left of the keyhole was to the left of the maze entrance.
That doesn't mean that that's the direction you have to go though.
Yeah.
Just being logical.
Look at that with the.
Well, if we have this, well, out of character, we have this overhead map. We know what we haven't uncovered yet, so we can just go strategically. But
Might as well check over here.
Oh, you found the entrance to the city. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
as long as we
Yeah.
stick together, though.
Have I noticed anything about this dead end here?
Not really. It just appears to be a wall.
Thinking I just scrolled down too far. Okay. I'm going to check over here. Okay, and I don't notice anything about this dead end.
No,
I'm
that's just a
nor this
thing.
one.
But you do see up ahead a pile of junk laying on the ground.
Okay. I see that now.
Pile of junk with a bounding box.
Okay, I approach it, but like staying wary of traps.
Make a Oh, never mind. No.
I hadn't.
Okay.
Lifted
Make a
my
perception. Make a perception check.
Okay. Alright, where's the perception? There it is.
Ooh.
Oh wow. You're positive there's no traps, but you think you saw that pile move. You think there's something underneath it.
Let's see, I
Oh, wait, let me check something.
take one of my daggers and throw it at the junk pile.
Make an attack roll, and everybody roll for initiative.
Sure. What the hell did we just? What?
What?
No,
No. Move Gash back because you gotta roll for initiative now. Because
Oh, damn. So he was back here, I think.
you're back like diagonally from Datris.
Like here?
Yeah, that's where you are.
Okay.
initiative.
Alright, so
right,
actually,
Forgot to click my character.
You did it. Thorador did hit though.
initiative.
Wow.
So technically, I'm
Number 11?
supposed to be.
Yes.
Damn, my initiative is sucking.
How do I add 5 to my initiative on
I gotta do it manually every time because there's no way to actually just set it up to do it properly.
Okay.
Did everybody roll? Yep, that's 6 people.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, everybody rolled.
Oh, it's Thrak first.
What the heck is this thing I'm seeing?
Ochre jelly.
Yeah, just a slime creature just burst out of the pile of junk in response to Thorador throwing a dagger at it.
Oh, holy shit again!
5, 10, 15. Stabby stab. Checking out the
Actually,
new weapon.
I actually need to open player's, or not the player's handbook. I need to open Monstrous Manual, because I actually need to get to the page this thing is on. Oozes 240.
Why is the...
Called up. Why is what?
I'm just wondering why the Mithril Rapier has a lower attack plus and to hit than my regular Rapier.
Let me check something real quick. That's a good point. Let me check something. Digit. I think I know what it is. I think it's even though I've.
Oh, it's trying to use my strength instead of my dex. That's why.
Yep, I'm changing it real quick.
Yep, there we go.
There.
That explains everything. Gotcha. Yeah, now that I think of it, I think I had to do that too. That's a lot better.
Okay, go ahead and roll. 9 damage. Yep. Slime splatters as you stab the thing.
Ew, it's nasty!
Thorador.
Okay, is this like hallway just like the 2 squares wide, or what am I?
Yeah, you can't stand in the wall.
Okay.
In fact, that's part of the reason the map is so big. I was like, I need to actually have room for people to move in this thing.
Okay, I'll move up to it, at least for right now, because it'll take a while for Akashi to get here and attack it with my rapier. As soon as I find it. There we go.
8 damage.
Hmm.
Yes, you're sneaky.
All right, I'm going to. Let's see here. That's pretty far up ahead. I'm
Yeah,
going to-
you cannot move and throw your flame.
Yeah.
Can move basically up to
I
here.
recovered my spear though, right?
Yeah.
Take that. Okay, so I will just kind of stay where I'm. Wait, what is the range of my flame? Let me see here.
I don't think it's that far.
I don't think so either. It's 30 feet.
So it's as far as you could walk.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have to move up anyway.
Yep.
Does that count
Yep.
from the way?
And your range on your spear is 20 feet. So if you move as far as you can and throw your spear, you can hit. I think.
Okay.
No.
Actually, no. You'd have to roll at disadvantage because it's too far away.
You can still give it
Yeah.
a try though.
I can still move up this way.
Yeah.
So,
Well, wouldn't
here, let
you be
me just
firing
make
into
sure I
cover?
know.
Huh?
No, you're taking second edition and third edition rules. There's no such thing as cover when your allies are in the way.
Okay. So I'll move over here.
Akashi's in like a bit more awkward spot because he can't just move straight there because there's technically a piece of wall in his way.
Yeah, he would
He's
have to.
got to go around that.
Mm-hmm. All right. So then.
Yeah, probably about
So 30
around
feet there
here
for
is
the
where
spear.
Akashi could get.
You have to roll disadvantages. Your spear only hits 20.
Well, are you actually gonna attack? Because it's 25 feet instead of 20 to hit it.
I won't attack then. I'll just kind of hold action after this, after I move up.
All right. The jelly is going to attack Thordor because Thordor has hit it twice now,
No.
and it has. I'm surprised it has
Take a
that
cover.
much. Okay, that hits. Let's see how much damage does it do. Oh wow, this thing actually does quite a bit of damage. It slams into you with just a tendril that extends from its body that first bludgeons you, and then you feel acid. That you feel it burning you afterwards. So I actually gotta do 2 damage rolls. D6. That's the bludgeon damage, which is 6, and the acid damage is 8 damage total.
So down to 13.
Datris, you're way freaking back there.
I know. And I've been doing the measurements. I had to move 10 feet this way, and then move down here. And as far as I can go, can I see that guy or that creature? Or
You
is
can
it
see
long?
it, yeah.
Okay.
Especially
Yeah.
because of how big it is, it's hard for you to miss it.
Yeah, you at least got 5 feet of it visible for sure.
How many feet is it away?
Well, that was 40.
40.
Ooh, I can't do sapping sing. Oh, what the hell? You only live once. I'm gonna burn a spell slot to do magnify gravity.
Wait, isn't that an AoE?
Yeah, but it's like 5 feet or 10 feet or something.
Okay, so you're shooting it like at the rear end of the creature, so it doesn't hit your allies.
Yeah. It's gonna get the bulk of it.
Okay. DC 13 save. Oh, for crying out loud. Because I didn't type the word roll. Well, it failed.
Takes a full 7 damage. Or, yeah, full 7 damage.
Yeah, it just kind of there's just ripples just go through the slime as it gets struck by this force of gravity.
And speed is halved.
It can't really move where it is right now anyhow,
Right.
so it doesn't matter a whole lot. Shogoth.
Shogoth?
Mm-hmm.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Sorry, Mom was talking to me. Can I shoot from here?
What?
You should be able to shoot it
Oh,
from there.
Yeah, you got plenty of range on
Okay,
flame bolt.
okay. Firebolt, the blaster thing. God damn it! Wow. The
Yeah,
hell?
the only downside to firebolt is you don't get a damage bonus of any kind. So if you roll a 1, it's just a 1.
I know.
Mhm.
It technically will get better when I get to level 5, but that's
Akashi.
At least I mentioned hitting.
Before you move, I want you to do something real quick. What kind of roll would this be? Roll for insight.
Sight. I don't have a particularly high insight, but
Oh, you say that.
Okay. You remember having a conversation with a soldier when you were in the army, where they mentioned fighting something like this, and how if you hit it with a slashing weapon, the creature splits into 2.
did they mention anything about what weapons to use?
Anything that's not slashing.
Alright, well, if he's probably around, if he's around this area, he's probably within earshot of everybody. Like,
Yeah.
he shouts, use blunt weapons. Slashing
Or-
weapons will only help
Blunt,
it.
yeah, blunt or piercing. Would basically I was had you roll for that because I could see your character having that knowledge
I was
and
actually thinking about that.
and realize that your katana would not do anything.
Like this sort of thing.
Yeah, your katana is basically useless against it.
Which is why it's actually good that me and Thordor are up front, because both our weapons are piercing.
Right.
Rack.
Speaking of which, I get advantage, yes? Yes. Stab. Thanks
5
for the
damage.
damage.
Thanks for noticing.
Yeah, you stab it and you notice that it seems like the creature is beginning to fall apart.
Keep hitting it.
Ordor.
I was thinking backing off to let Kashi in, but since it's almost dead,
And he
Since it's
can't
almost
hurt
dead and
it.
he doesn't have a useful weapon, you might as well.
right?
Okay, sneak attack damage.
Okay.
Wow, the dice doesn't like any of us off and on.
I wasn't gonna say it, I'm just gonna flat out say it. It has 1 HP left.
God,
Oh my god.
all I needed to do was roll 2, damn it.
It's just sticky.
Spear! Spear! Spear!
Spirit, or should I flame it?
You need to walk it a little bit closer first.
Yeah, technically, if you walk up right behind one of them, you can stab it without throwing your spear. You can reach past
Sweet.
them and stab.
It's a reach weapon.
Alright. So I'll watch up. I'll walk up behind. So that was obvious.
Yeah,
There.
you can easily reach up behind us.
All right.
Let's just hope you don't. Just hope you don't flub the attack roll.
All right. So spear nuns. That's was
Spear
that
non-throw.
versatile? Is it spear melee weapon attack or is it spear versatile?
Versatiles if you want to use 2 hands to
Yeah.
use it.
Which
I
you
might
can.
as well use two-handed.
Which it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. You can just,
So as long as it hits.
as long as it hits, you hit. It's dead.
Whee!
It just melts into the floor.
And am I able to get the dagger I threw at it back, or?
Yeah. In fact, you find about 100 silver that were just stuck in it that have been freed up since it dissolved.
Oh.
Okay. Do we want to spread the silver around, or does anybody?
It's 100 silver, and there's how many of us? 6?
6.
6.
So that's an easy 60.
About 15 each.
Is it 15?
A little more than 15. It's like 18 each. It's not an even number.
10, 15, 20, 30. 15 each would get us up to 90, and they'll leave a leftover 10.
Yeah, there's no way to divide 10 by 6.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'd actually suggest somebody open WordPad and keep like
Extra pool of
an extra
change.
pool, like keep track of like an extra pool of cash, or like if you get loot and you want to split it up later, you guys just need to decide amongst yourself who's going to take the responsibility to do that.
I'll just go ahead and write down this 100 silver pieces down in a notepad.
Okay.
Divide it up later.
Split
And
up,
divide
yeah.
that up later. I already took the gold and put it in my pocket. So.
Ozzie, I had a question.
What?
I summoned my familiar on the ship, right?
Yes.
Do I have it still with me down here?
Yeah, that's a good question. I hadn't thought about that. I'm gonna just I'll just say that Shala cast a different spell to make your animals able to come down here with you. So you have your familiar, Shogoth has her rat, and Gash has his mouse.
Well,
Because I was reading up the Find Familiar spell, and I have 100 feet of movement with my familiar, and that's the range of its telepathic length, which allows me to see what it sees.
yeah.
But I think you have to be blind and basically senseless if you're going to work.
No, you have
with
to be
it.
blind, but you can still feel things happening to you if anything happens to you. But you'd be blind and
okay.
just seeing
Which
what they
actually,
see.
which actually, I just thought is technically you wouldn't even needed her to cast a spell on your familiar, because your familiar, you can send your familiar to a pocket dimension.
Yeah, technically you
Right.
just snap and you can send your familiars away and then snap in their back, as long as it didn't
I
die.
snap my finger, bring my familiar back, and I'm gonna let it look for the maze.
Oh,
You're gonna let it fly ahead.
Well, it's gonna recon the maze, so we can know which routes to take and which ones not to take best as much as possible.
You do know it could get attacked though, right?
I'm aware, but it's like if it does get attacked, we'll just don't go that way.
Or do go that way and kill them.
Or oh god, my familiar's dead.
I'll have to resummon it all over again.
yeah, doesn't it? Actually, I was gonna say doesn't it cost stuff, but I assume we're not worrying about the cost of spells.
He did it as a ritual on the ship, but if he wanted to summon a new one, he'd have to actually, do the work. Let me try something. Just look for something real quick. Is there anything I can?
Oh, actually, before Thorda runs off, Thrak pats him down with a quick heal.
Okay.
You get. I'm going to use my lay on hands, and you get another 5 hit points back.
All right.
What'd you name the bird?
Aurora,
What?
Aurora, like the Northern Lights.
Aurora.
Aurora.
Aurora
Yes.
Borealis.
Aurora Borealis.
Located in this cave, in this hemisphere, at this time of year.
What are the
Yes.
stats that an owl? What stats does an owl have? 1 hit point. I don't know why I'm surprised by this.
And 5 seconds later, and it's gone. Oh no.
I updated my sheet with the healing that he gave me.
Okay.
Yeah, basically he just kind of walks up to you really quick before you move away. May Sif guide you. Pats you on the shoulder, and you just start to feel a little
I
bit better.
gave you the ability to
nice little
move it.
tingle.
I just like maneuver myself here while he like flies his little all around.
This way.
We're out of directions to go, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really the only option.
Right.
Hmm.
So everything else is dead end.
Well, actually, what this means though is if the owl's not noticed, we can actually get a attack of opportunity on the enemies.
Yeah, but not if you all just keep moving up with the owl.
I'm trying to keep up with the group. Everyone can stop racing the owl.
Moved forward, so I'm just going to stay.
We're
here.
leaving Ozzie. We're leaving Kevin behind.
I think he might have went AFK again.
I don't know. I thought I heard him like comment on something, but
I'll go make sure Shogoth doesn't get attacked.
I'm gonna move Al up while we're waiting on.
And when he comes back, they went that way.
Come back.
Hold up. Gavin, are you there?
Guess not.
Crickets.
How far does an owl see? I think an owl would have pretty far eyesight, wouldn't it?
It also has dark vision.
I was gonna say, I know for a fact it has dark vision.
Has 120-foot dark vision.
And I would imagine they have moved silently because have you ever heard an owl? Exactly.
Have I ever heard a howl? Yes, I have. They go. They go something like this.
Really quiet. Like the way their feathers are, they're like super quiet.
Which means that they probably get a bonus on stealth.
That's how they hunt.
Fine so far, guys. Let's keep going.
How are you walking, by the way? If you're keeping using the owl vision.
I'm using the owl vision, and I'm stopping the owl and then moving forward if I know it's safe.
Someone could be leading him.
I could just have Akashi just pick me up and just hold me on top of his back.
Akashi's with Shogoth to make sure she doesn't get attacked.
Okay, he probably wasn't just AFK then because he just dipped out of the call.
Yeah.
He's still in the game though.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
still
but
connected,
but
so-
if you disconnect, it does the game and Discord doesn't automatically acknowledge it right away. I think we need to stop for a second. I'm going to take an AFK break to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna stretch. Stretch, probably go grab a soda into the
Gonna
restroom.
stretch my slapping hand.
Me, but
I used up all my lay on hands. I literally have one spell slot left. Yay! First day as a second level paladin.
Oh, there he's back.
Aaron had decided to go fuck.
You didn't disconnect from Discord until about a minute ago, so.
Fake Newtons. Huh?
For a second, you sound like Yoda. Mostly with a.
Fake Newtons I shall eat. Listen
I
to
don't
me,
know.
smack my lips you shall.
I don't know why, but Yoda's laughter scares me. Anyway, I'm back.
Welcome back. Ozzie went AFK.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
Can't help your internet.
Considering what TZ had to deal with earlier,
Sequel movies have you seen? Blow me away, did it not?
This is how you write Aurora in Inuktitut.
While Shogoff is completely AFK for like 5 minutes, she just went wide-eyed and Akashi just walks up to her. Got your nose.
Admiral Baru, he's having like an annual contest with like a big prize pool for like an art contest, and he recently tweeted, "To those submitting to the art contest, I can see the file name you submitted it as," and then gave example of some of the file names: Baru contest, contest 01, as the was the whatever as was contest submission. You know who you are.
We know who you are. I've seen your face before, my friend. But I don't know if you know who I am.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I
Oh,
got
Kevin's
back.
actually back now.
Yeah, he came back shortly after we went you went AFK.
His internet apparently bent over and did a fart.
So is anyone else AFK?
No.
No, I'm back.
We're all
I
here.
think we're all here.
Okay. Let's continue then. We're getting
While you
close
were
to-
away, Zareth decided to send his owl scouting.
Oh, you're telling Kevin that.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Say what?
Kashi's way back there now, though, and Shogoth's not back there anymore.
Hey, wait, what did you say, Deadlock? Sorry.
Zareth decided to send his owl scouting.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so your owl's getting up in this area ahead, and you're starting to hear your owl's starting to hear a scraping sound echoing through the area.
And then perch it on my shoulder. And I'm going to report back to everyone. I believe there's a scraping sound up ahead. I don't know what to expect.
Okay, well, sounds like it's my turn to start sneak scouting. And I start moving. I get up here and peer around the corner.
You can hear the sound now too. It sounds like it's still a ways off, but it's definitely echoing from somewhere in here.
Okay. Oh, so far so good. It's another bend in the hallway though. I report back. And I peer around this.
Does the wizard really want to die?
Report back.
And just so you know, the I didn't mention this earlier, but these things you keep seeing, these are actually
Torches.
they're not torches. They seem to be like glowing crystals that are latched onto the wall.
Okay.
You see one fancy cave, you seen them all.
Okay. And before going on, I turn to them and just say loud enough for them to hear, but not too loud. It's just like another hallway, but there's like 2 paths to both sides.
I send Aurora to check one of the paths.
Possibly a good idea, but you may want to be careful because we can still hear that little scratching sound.
Yeah, it is getting louder as you're getting in here further. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna move my owl forward. No. I'm gonna roll a d20, call it odds or evens. No, odds it goes north, evens it goes south.
Give me a sec, real quick. Real quick, what's the owl's... Owl... do they have a bonus to perception?
Actually, I think they
Plus
probably-
3.
Yeah.
Roll a 1d20 plus 3.
All right.
Is that the roll, or did you, or was
Yeah.
that your roll to decide where you're gonna go? Okay.
Yeah.
You still rolled it then. I'm gonna say the owl can sense that whatever's making the noise is on the other side of this wall.
Then so send my up north.
What?
Send it up north, then away from the sound. Check this area. What does it
Screw
see?
that up. Real areas.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna bring my owl back and report what I found. And I'm gonna tell them that the scraping sounds are coming from the south end of the hallway. And there's something up in the north side. I didn't get a clear check yet, so it may be dead end, it may not. Who knows? But the scraping sounds are coming from the south.
Well, I mean, yeah, never mind. I forgot I was gonna say anything. I'll let you figure this shit out for yourselves.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to go round to the corner here.
Make a stealth check.
Oh, okay. Let's see where. There it is. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh! He pulled a track.
The scraping sound stops.
Oh dear.
So does Thordor just like literally place plant right in the middle of the hall and the scraping stops?
He
I thought he'd, like kick a rock or something.
I'm gonna say that like as you're trying to be really sneaky, one of your coins fell out of your pouch somehow and tinged off the ground.
And all of a sudden, a whole sack of coins falls to the ground.
I guess I'll just like go back and tell him, well, the scratching stop.
Yeah, you dropped something.
It doesn't really matter as much as the fact that something might be coming or knows we're here. Here, I'll even order my coin by wanting to show that I didn't pick it up. So, what are we going to do? Are we going to try and go straight down and see if we figure out that scratching sound, or we still want to try to go north? Hopefully we're not here if it decides to come up here.
I'd say we take a peek to the south, and if there's something there, we wait.
I'll send Aurora to check it out.
What?
No?
The owl's being sent to check out the south end.
Okay.
I know I'm gonna regret this, but
Oh god, I don't like that at all.
Oh,
That's
Actually,
a lot of open doorways.
Yeah.
Your owl can see pretty far, so I'm gonna make sure you see the whole end of the hallway.
Holy cow.
oh,
This just gets worse and worse.
I know this is. Thanks a lot, Ozzie.
Honestly, I also didn't really realize how long this is gonna take because I actually thought you guys would be further in by now.
We're too scared and cautious.
No, you're not. It's just I didn't plan for I didn't really accurately plan for how long fights were gonna take. I guess maybe.
I don't know. The fights here seem to have gone a little quicker than their or earlier ones, but that might
Yeah,
just be.
there's a lot of optional fights in this maze.
Right.
Well, it's Thrax pretty much of the opinion.
It's not coming. Let's go to the north.
Second north.
Okay.
That's 2 volts north out 6.
And Aurora's going to nestle on Theodore's shoulder, and Datrus is going to start walking towards the north.
And Datrus walks into a wall because if he's still using the. Are you
No.
using the eye thing yet or not?
No, he said
No.
he just had the owl perch on
Okay, just
Theodore's
perched on
shoulder.
the other dwarf. Okay.
You know what? While you're not actively using the owl, I'm just gonna plop it off screen so you don't have to keep moving it. Just let me know when you want to use it again.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to wait until everybody's in a position that they want to be in case something happens before peeking around this corner here.
Now I regret it, but I'm going to be right behind you.
That's including Kashniki and Strogoth and Akashi.
Everybody, hurry up if you're gonna get up here.
Oh God!
What?
When I'm trying to click my character to move it, it's moving the map too.
You set the pan view
Yeah,
instead.
you set the pan view. Click on the arrow and click the arrow.
No, it was on the arrow.
Yeah, but
It was
the
literally
arrow has pan view and character move now, so separate. Okay, now that
Okay, I got it.
everybody's in position, I'll look around this corner here.
You can also middle click to move around the map.
I accidentally just hit area instead of revealing.
I was thinking, what was happening just now?
It's getting darker.
Okay.
Getting so dark, too dark to see.
Well, seeing as this wall looks a little thin over here, I'll dash over there and look around here.
The dead end, but you do see a glitter in the corner.
Okay. I want to do a little perception or insight or whatever.
Your perception, checking for traps.
Yep. Let's see, where is... there we go. 10.
You just barely caught it, but you see there is a pressure plate in the middle of the room, in the middle of the floor. Throwing something heavy on it should set it off, so you don't have to worry about getting hit by it.
Right. I'm just looking at my stuff.
Is there a rock nearby?
Shove Strack towards it.
Yeah, do I see like a little rock nearby that be possibly hit?
Nothing that looks like it would be heavy enough to set a pressure plate off.
I'll take one of my hammers out of my backpack and throw it on it, do it.
All right. Throw it on that, and a bunch of spikes just erupt from the ground. Let's say, we're gonna roll a d20. We're gonna have your hammer make a saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Hey, your hammer bounces off one of the spikes and just goes bouncing against the wall. It's a little chipped up, but otherwise undamaged.
Okay. So it should be safe to examine this closely now.
Yeah, and you find a diamond laying in the corner.
Okay. 1 diamond. Okay, write down in notepad. I also picked my hammer back up, of course. And then I get to here. And I look around the corners. Alright. I check this dead end. Probably nothing, but
Nothing
all right.
except for there's like a mound of dirt. It looks like something was buried here.
That's not good.
Oh, there's a mound of dirt. It looks like something was buried. Does anybody have anything that could say dig something up, or do we just want to ignore it, or
That could
check it out?
actually, the good question is how big is it?
It's smaller than the patch is smaller than any of the party members. Let's say that.
Okay.
Okay, it's not as bad as it could be.
You know what? Before we actually do anything with it, I just want to examine it with like perception to make sure it's not like something like, say, explosive buried or something.
Look for any more traps again. Yeah.
Yeah, roll, I guess. Nah, it's just dirt.
Okay. Well, so we want to try to dig it up, or
Does anyone have a shovel?
I was actually just gonna ask: aren't kobolds naturally
Beatrice does have a shovel because he has the archaeologist background.
Are kobolds natural burrowers?
Yeah, but you also might not want to dirty your hands when you got to worry about combat.
Okay.
I just hit a slime today. Everything is filth.
You're also
But Beatrice has a shovel, which would be faster, I think.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Beatrice.
Okay, so Beatrice is gonna dig this up.
Fine. Beatrice digs it up. What does he find? A monster?
Okay. So you start digging, and then a smell hits you, and you end up puking on the ground. Actually, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh.
You feel like you're about to heft.
Oh, that's right. He does. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, you puke on the ground.
Since the little kobold keeps dying, I'll
So
pick up.
you find the remains of something, and the only thing you can guess is some adventurer must have brought their pet in here with them, and it died, and they buried it.
I'll bury it back
Put it
up.
back! Put it back!
Okay.
Beatrice is just gonna not say a word for the rest of the trip. For most of it.
I go up to and pat him on the back and says, "Sorry about that."
You might want to also clean your shovel.
Actually, since Beatrice is already doing it, what's around the corner?
Yeah. Okay, so straight ahead of you on the wall, you see an emblem of a bee,
As
Is
in
there
the
a
letter?
as in the animal.
Is there a tree?
No, there's no
Are
tree.
we-
Is there a big yellow bear?
I go up there and punch the bee. Just kidding.
You hurt your hand on the stone wall.
Aww.
Ow, your knuckles are gonna be sore
Why'd
for
you punch a
hours.
bee?
Did you just lower your hit points?
By one, yes.
Okay. No, because you clearly didn't actually do that.
I know, I was fooling around. Okay.
Okay.
Peek around the corner then?
Yep. Peek around the corner.
You
And
see,
it's another corner.
and you see more emblems of bees along the wall.
More beads.
Bees, my god!
I think Beatrice will, if it's okay with the group, send his owl further up the hallway to see where it leads.
This hallway,
Yeah, this hallway.
not much to do, because if you look at the rest of the map that you have uncovered, you realize this is going to be a dead end.
I mean, it's gonna be a dead end. We figured that.
Yeah, it's just gonna go further than that. The owl's gonna go over you.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
in this dead end, you see there's an the owl can't read, but there's an altar here with a ring sitting on it.
Uh-oh.
Guess
Okay.
And Akashi just yeeted himself under Thrak.
Okay. I take a glance for myself to see everything and see if I can recognize the writing here that was mentioned.
You keep not from this far away.
Okay. Before moving forward, I double check to see if there's anything like traps or anything.
Okay. No, there's no traps.
Okay. Okay, I try to get close enough to the altar to see if I can recognize what the writing says.
It's a language. It's written in a language that Thordor does not. Or actually, let me look at your character sheet before I actually say this. I don't want to.
Common,
I don't want to.
no mention Dwarvish.
Yeah, no, you cannot read it. But you do see that the ring has a symbol of a bee on it.
Can I read it?
Oh.
Yes, you can, because it's written in Draconic.
Oh!
There you go.
I just remembered something.
Says, let's be friends.
I swear to God, if it's a pun, I'm killing somebody.
The inscription says, "Beware the power of the swarm."
Oh, goody.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be moving away because I just remembered something Ozzie said once.
Oh. So anybody here able to examine objects, like say a ring for magical properties?
I was just going to look for that myself. I don't think I have identify.
I do have an archaeologist background to determine it.
I do not have a identify magic item or detect magic. Oh no, actually no, I do have detect magic.
I do have identify, but I don't have it.
I think just the way that things are set up, you can assume it's magic. You just don't know what it does.
Yeah.
Well, I assume the ring might be magic, but I'm not sure. But everyone's acting like maybe walk up to the shrine is trouble itself.
I mean, that's a possibility too. But I mean, at least it's not a physical trap. Because I examined, the hallway and didn't see any traps.
Yeah, because
I don't think anyone has the identify spell.
I have detect magic, but I don't have identify. No.
Datrus does, but it's not prepared.
Okay. Well, you could take the ring and identify it later.
That's something Datrus is a little hesitant to do.
Thrak just sighs, shrugs, and just walks up and grabs the ring.
If Datrus, Zareth, if you're thinking what I think you're thinking, your character doesn't have that information.
I know, but a strange altar, he doesn't know. He is an archaeologist.
Yeah, that I could see that.
Yeah.
So you're saying Thrak's just gonna yoink the ring?
Datrus is gonna run away.
Everybody's being a coward. Come on!
He just hops up there and grabs the ring off of the top.
Okay, as soon as the ring enters your hands, you kind of go into a trance and you just have a vision of swarms of bees.
Oh dear God!
And when you snap out of it, you don't know how you know this knowledge, but you realize this ring is capable of summoning a swarm of bees once per day.
It's a deadly bee weapon.
Deadly bee weapon!
Put it on.
Okay.
Now we just need a dog to give the ring to.
Hey, it's all draconic. It's meant for him. That's his logic.
And I assume I look down here.
Yeah, it's just. There's basically a picture of a gnome sticking out his tongue at you, and that on that wall. Like you went the wrong way, dummy.
And I just like flip off the picture of the gnome, and then just go back and say, "Well, we examined everything up here. Time to go south towards the skittering sound, I guess."
I
Yep.
am the king bee.
And it just shows up the ring on his finger.
So
That's
quick
very nice.
stop.
Mhm.
Stop.
Where I
It's
am
hammer time.
now,
Yep,
or-
stop where you are. Because
I was
I
going to
did-
stop here anyway. Oh, okay.
but because like I didn't want to I didn't want to cover up the recover the area with fog to make this to be able to set this up, but the minute you go to turn around the corner, these two creatures are standing there and shriek at you. Everybody roll for initiative.
Okay.
Roll to not die today.
There we go. There we go. Sweet.
Wow. So Gash has a 20. Everybody, or no, Shogoth didn't roll. Kevin.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, your initiative.
I always keep forgetting to hit my character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I've luckily had my character selected each time we've gone into a battle, so.
So, the initiative set up, but because they actually have you guys by surprise, they're gonna go first before the full fight starts.
Right.
Because you didn't know that they were there until you went to go back around the corner. See. I should probably actually look at the thing I need. The hell was that?
I don't know.
Disconnect sound, but there's somebody's mic.
No,
I'm not doing anything.
I don't think I did anything.
I mean, looks like everybody's in the call still, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I was AFK just now. I got a phone call, but I'm back.
Okay.
Ah.
That one hit, and I'm gonna roll to see if this one hits before I bother rolling for the damage. That one missed. So just the first one hits.
Woo. Or not woo. I don't know.
7 damage. Yeah, so Thordor is just about to go around the corner. He's like, what the hell? And he just suddenly gets smashed in the chest by a odd mace-like object that has a bunch of random pieces of shrapnel sticking out of it. These things are both using two weird makeshift-looking weapons. Thrak, you just heard Thordor cry out in pain around the corner.
Scuttle and zoop. And yeah, what do these guys look like?
Let me I'll post the full image of them in the Discord real quick.
They look ugly.
They're ugly as hell. They got a lot of crustacean like shell on their body, and they got some really nasty looking sharp teeth.
Okay, yeah, these look really freaking weird.
They look very shellfish.
Hmm.
Now that It kind of bugs me out.
God damn your fucking puns. And you do get to roll for advantage because they are right on top of Thorador.
Yep. Obviously, I'm stabbing the one that's closest to me.
Closest, yep.
Advantage, Mithril.
Oh wow, that's a pretty hard hit.
No smash sheath of thief!
Yeah, so you get a pretty solid hit across his chest, and just chunks of the exoskeleton just goes flying everywhere from the strike. Gash. And yes, these are the scraping noise you heard.
Yeah.
All right. So can I reach beyond? Can I like reach through?
You can pass
This area
through.
here?
You can pass through allies. You cannot pass through enemies.
You could walk. Yeah, you could walk up because you can go. You can pass through Akashi's space, so you could just walk straight behind Thorador and then stab at one of them if you wanted
Oh
to do
yeah,
that.
I'll take a two-handed stab at one of them. I think I'll go for this guy that's right in front.
Yep.
Yeah.
Smack the
The
same
one
target.
that's around the corner would be a little harder for you to try and hit from your position.
Okay, so we'll do the versatile again.
Oof.
That's a
Yeah.
miss.
Just cleans off the side of their shoulder.
Datris.
Yeah, hold on a second. I need to check the distance on the spell. 60 feet. Okay. How far am I?
Like 30. Yeah.
Are you gonna use your gravity spell again?
Yep.
Okay.
Which means he can just overshoot it and get them from behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them from behind, at least.
It's a 10-foot radius, so he shoots behind the one, and he'll get both of them.
Mm.
So, Constitution, and they have +2 on Constitution. So, just for the one on the left, fails. They both fail.
Wow, both of
11
them take
damage.
11 damage.
Well, the first one, the one that's directly in front of Thorador, just kind of has this look on his face like, what the heck? And just slams down into the ground and does not get back up.
Hoo-hoo!
And the other one just kind of like braces himself to stop himself from falling. Or, no, I mean, he does fall down because that is the ability. Knocks him prone, right?
No, that's the other one. This one halves their movement.
Okay, yeah, so this is the other one. He just kind of braces himself and just kind of glares at you like, what the hell was that?
Mm.
Except the actual words out of his mouth are more like,
That's a
Reap, reap to you
The
too.
idea is as a bonus action,
that's a
he's gonna look at
mouthful.
him and go, Gesundheit?
that's
Joe
a,
God.
that's a mouthful. Can I hit that thing from this angle?
You might need to move up behind Thrak to be able to see it because the wall is in a bad
Yeah.
spot there.
Okay. Should be fine here.
Yeah.
Because you got a diagonal shot at it.
That was better than one.
Yeah, it missed though.
God damn it.
Yeah, the flames just bounce off of his shell as he's still kind of glaring at Datris. He just kind of ignored that you shot fire at him. Akashi,
You came to the wrong neighborhood, even though we kind of broke into yours.
you know what? Roll another d20 because were you reckless attacking or? Okay, then no, you just missed.
Yep.
Mordor.
Okay, I just wrong thing. I just kind of swing around behind him and attack him with my rapier.
That's a hit. Roll your sneak attack damage.
10.
Okay. You're not sure, but you think you might have stabbed him in one of his vital organs because you didn't think you got him that good, but then he just topples over.
Bug people. The scratching noises means bug people.
So yeah. People on the homebrew subreddit told me that I gave those things too low of a challenge rating because they claimed that a single one of those could have party wiped a level 1 party.
Oh,
I don't think so.
No.
Wow.
They might have been a bit more of a challenge for level 1s than you guys, but I don't think a single one of them could have wiped out 4 level 1s.
No.
No. Not unless all
This
the
sounds
level
like-
ones were wizards and they had
Not
only
unless,
mesh
not unless
missile.
all of them rolled natural 1s constantly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no way. Not unless it was like the worst team ever with nothing but negatives.
And
Well,
this
Like maybe a team of squishies, but like
it sounds like people who are like gearing for TPK, which is really annoying. It's just like,
right.
This is actually where we're gonna have to stop for the
Okay.
night because we're nowhere near the end and we're at our usual stop time. So it's not like you guys are gonna finish the maze if we just keep power forward.
And you did say that this would take multiple sessions.
Yeah, I didn't mean this part though.
well, it's gonna take multiple.
Too bad, because that's what's gonna happen.
Welcome to every plan I have for a Conan game.
Next time
Or
on
something you
Dungeons
have planned to take one session takes like 5.
Next
This
time
is
on
all. Oh,
Dungeons-
this is going to be something they'll plow through in a session. 3 sessions later, we're finally at the end of it.
next time on Dungeons and Dragons, more maze.
More awkward character angst.
It looks like I can touch you.
Hey, the Wheel of Pain.
Next time, I'm gonna be stabbing your tail.
Hey, at
You'd like
least
to
we're
try
not-
that, wouldn't you?
At least we're not making you go through 2 weeks of talking to local people for like jobs and hiring for like parties that we send people out on adventures.
After session
wait,
2
wait,
of
wait,
that,
let me finish.
I'm sorry.
Let me
As of session 2 of something like that, my character would immediately go,
I'm tired of trying to find fucking jobs.
Let me-
Everything
let me
gets
finish.
burned.
And then after those 2 weeks, we go on one of those job offers. Somebody throws a fireball, setting off a whole bunch of scrolls, one of which sends you to a space whale.
God damn it, Delog.
Freaking Shamu!
Before we completely stop, everybody, give me. I'm gonna see if any of you can figure this out. Everybody give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Oh,
Let me see here.
interested check. That's what you said.
Investigation.
Investigation.
Wait, you're not even in the game anymore.
Yeah.
I'm getting back in.
Threat got a 14 with advantage turned on.
"Oops."
The first roll was a 2 though, so I'm gonna say you failed. But Datris got this. He's got an 18. So
Oh, so you know what that means then? That first roll, right?
I'm scared.
I got a 1. Because I have a -1 to that.
So Datris got an 18 though. So you know, I'm thinking about it. You started to the way things are going. You have the suspicion that the exit you're looking for is in the southeast.
Well, we carried all north. So
Yeah, well,
all we got is-
not completely, but I mean the thing is you came from the north. You know it's not going to be in the northeast because that's where where you guys came into the place, and you're starting to see like the lower southwest corner. It doesn't look like the exit's over in this area.
So that
You
means
look
we go
at-
southwest first. Got it.
Find it to the party.
So it mostly looks like you're gonna need to you know that because it's a maze, it might not allow you to go straight that way, but you need to get to the southeast.
Right.
That means we go southwest first. Got it.
God damn it!
I mean, you might have to because you might actually have to hit that corner to get around to go the other way.